Most traders believe stress is part of the job. They believe that tight chests, racing thoughts, sleepless nights, and emotional exhaustion are the price of ambition. They believe that if trading doesn't hurt, they're not pushing hard enough. I believe that too. For years, I thought stress meant I was close to profitability, close to consistency, close to figuring it out. Every emotional swing felt like proof I was doing something important. But here's the truth no one tells you early enough. Stress is not a badge of honor in trading. It is a signal that something is broken. And the day I finally understood, that was the day trading stopped feeling like a fight and started feeling like a craft. When stress becomes normal. At first, stress feels productive. You sit at the charts longer. You take more trades. You analyze harder. You refresh faster. Your heart rate rises with every candle. Your mood depends on unrealized P&L. Your self-worth attaches itself to green and red numbers. You tell yourself, this is just part of the grind. But something subtle happens over time. Stress stops being occasional and becomes constant. You wake up thinking about trades you missed. You replay losses during conversations. You feel restless even on days you don't trade. And the worst part? You stop questioning it. You assume this is what serious traders feel like. Stress tricks traders because it feels like effort, and effort feels like improvement. When you're stressed, you're alert, you're focused, you're emotionally invested, so your brain labels it as working hard. But markets don't reward effort. They reward alignment. Stress usually means position size is too big, frequency is too high, expectations are unrealistic, identity is attached to outcomes. In other words, stress is not caused by the market. It is caused by how you're interacting with it. Stress tricks traders because it feels like effort, and effort feels like improvement. When you're stressed, you're alert, you're focused, you're emotionally invested, so your brain labels it as working hard. But markets don't reward effort. They reward alignment. Stress usually means position size is too big, frequency is too high, expectations are unrealistic, identity is attached to outcomes. In other words, stress is not caused by the market. It is caused by how you're interacting with it. Why the market punishes stress traders? The market is neutral. It doesn't care how badly you want it. It doesn't care how much time you've spent. It doesn't care how stressed you feel. But it does expose imbalance. Stress narrows perception. It speeds up decision-making. It shortens patience. Under stress, you exit early. You enter late. You ignore rules. You chase confirmation. The market doesn't punish stress intentionally. It simply reflects it back to you. The moment I questioned everything, the turning point wasn't a big loss. It was exhaustion. I realized I wasn't tired because trading was hard. I was tired because I was fighting the process. I was trying to extract certainty from uncertainty, control from randomness, validation from outcomes. That's when a quiet thought appeared. What if trading isn't supposed to feel like this? That question changed everything. Calm is not laziness. Calm trading is often misunderstood. People think calm means you don't care, you're passive, you lack ambition. In reality, calm means you accepted uncertainty. You trust your edge. You don't need constant action. Calm is not the absence of focus. It is the absence of emotional friction. The difference between pressure and stress. Pressure is external. Stress is internal. Pressure comes from market conditions, time constraints, volatility. Stress comes from expectations, identity attachment, fear of being wrong. Professional traders feel pressure. They do not live in stress. They design systems that absorb pressure without creating emotional damage. The fastest way to remove stress from trading is not psychology. It's position size. Stress often disappears when losses become tolerable. Wins stop feeling euphoric. Outcomes stop feeling personal. Small size restores objectivity. Objectivity restores discipline. Discipline restores calm. Trading is not about predicting. It's about executing decisions under uncertainty. Stress interferes with decision quality. Calm improves it. That's why the goal is not to be right. The goal is to be consistent in decision-making. Why most traders never escape stress? Because stress feeds ego. It makes trading feel important, dramatic, heroic. Calm feels boring. And boring doesn't sell dreams. But boring builds accounts. The paradox of profitability. Here's the paradox. The less you emotionally need trading to work, the better you trade. The more relaxed your relationship with outcomes, the more consistent your results. Profit is a side effect of correct behavior. Stress is a sign behavior is misaligned. What stress is trying to tell you? Stress is feedback. It's telling you your rules aren't clear. Your size is too big. Your expectations are unrealistic. Your identity is attached. Listen to it. Don't fight it. Designing a calm trading life. Calm trading doesn't start at the charts. It starts with fewer trades, clear rules, defined risk, realistic goals. It starts with designing a life where trading supports you, not consumes you. One day, nothing dramatic happened. No big win. No big loss. Just a quiet session. One trade. Executed cleanly. Managed correctly. Closed without emotion. And I realized this is what consistency feels like. Not excitement. Not stress. Just quiet confidence. Final truth. If trading feels stressful, you're not broken. Your approach is, the market doesn't require suffering. It requires clarity. And clarity feels calm. A question for you. Ask yourself this honestly. Is my trading stressful because the market is hard, or because I'm asking it to give me something it never promised? When trading stops being stressful, you stop fighting the market and start working with it. That's when everything changes.